welcome back to another video.
I think you're truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, boy. There's no one like you.
In today's video, we are going to be talking about embracing our true selves, utilizing all of the makeup tips that I have just learned over the years in order to improve my makeup routine. Is kamrynamon for those of you that are first timers here. If you are looking for tips and tricks in order to elevate your makeup game, new things to try along your wellness journey, or even just elevating yourself, this is the channel for you. We are glowing and growing over here. So if you want to see more content from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. First started makeup, I knew absolutely nothing about primers or skincare. I just knew that I really loved makeup and I knew that I was going to be involved in something beauty related. So I wanted to perfect the techniques of all of the makeup products that I used to use. Of course, they were more on the affordable side. As I got older, I really started looking more into makeup products, and no matter the value, I really wanted to perfect my technique so that I was able to use them to the best of my ability. And that is actually what I'm going to do today in order to elevate that makeup game. I push my hair out of the way. My Dior lip oil, of course. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my water. It's a must because I'm gonna be doing so much talking in this video. Also going to remove my under eye patches because I've had them on for about 15 minutes. Absolutely love these under eye patches. They're so freaking hydrating. The first tip that we're gonna touch on is invest in your brushes. Put the beauty blender down. When I started doing makeup, I actually started using the Real Techniques brushes, which I still use to this day. But they're just easy. They're easy to clean, they're affordable, and they work. I highly recommend using Real Techniques brushes if you're just starting out. They're phenomenal. I literally have not had any problems since I started doing my makeup or any of my clients' makeup, and I just absolutely love them. I'm just prepping my skin, and I am using the Kamrynamon Skin Prep. I have talked about this toner in other videos. If you have not gotten this toner, I highly recommend because it makes your makeup so snatched. Let's go ahead and get back into the brushes. I've been using the Real Techniques setting brush for about 2 years now, and I am absolutely obsessed with this brush. It's just a smaller, like, bristled brush, but it is so effective. I use it just to blend out my concealer, add cream blush. I actually use it a lot of the time for my eyeshadow because it just blends beautifully. And I also use it to swipe away my powder. If you don't have this brush, you need it. It's so good. This is another random pickup because I was like, I loved the Hydro Grip just face primer. I wonder if this is good. And yes, it's good. If you don't have it, go grab it. If I don't put y'all on to anything in this video, please go get this product. It is freaking amazing too. Which just brings me to another brush that I really love, which is the Sephora number 8 brush. Oh my gosh, y'all. The crazy thing is this brush has been in my collection for the longest period of time. And I just picked it up one day and I was like, why haven't I been using this brush? And that just changed everything for me. Like, what was I doing? But it's okay. We're here now. We move. So yeah. You need this brush. You need the Sephora number 8 brush. It is just the fluffiest brush and it's soft. It's just the bristles are just so soft on this brush. It can be used for bronzer, blush. I actually really love this for blush because, you know, as a blush girl, we love to go in a little heavy, and I can just build my blush up with this brush perfectly, and it just leaves the most beautiful finish. I just love this brush also when I'm using my pressed powder all over my face. When I tell y'all, this saves me so much freaking time because the brush is just so freaking huge, you know? So I love to just go in all over my face with my pressed powder, and it does the job. It's a perfect brush. Go get this one too. There's no brush strokes or anything in my foundation, no streaks. This brush is the truth, ladies. Go grab it. Tip number 2, using a full coverage concealer. Now, these are some of my suggestions. I really love these concealers. I love the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm sure you ladies have heard of this one. This one is a 10 out of 10, baby. If you are looking for a one-stop shop, this one is does the job. Okay, also the NARS Radiant Concealer. This is just one that I am going for if I'm of course doing the brows or just something really natural and I'm not wearing any foundation. Love this. This concealer is so phenomenal. This is one I just got into recently. The Pat McGrath concealer is a very good product. I really love this one because you don't need a lot and a little goes a long way. I think that is more on the affordable side. That is really good and it's gonna give you that coverage that you're looking for. The Milani Conceal and Perfect. Don't judge me because of this bottle. It is pretty old, but I absolutely love this product. It is affordable and it really does the job just as the other concealers that I just suggested. I say all that to say utilizing a full coverage concealer is going to save you a lot of time, especially if you're not really a foundation girl. I love using a full coverage concealer because I don't always like to wear foundation. And when I'm looking for a no foundation look, I always grab my NARS concealer. That is just my go-to for my no foundation, no makeup look. I actually have a TikTok that I filmed. If you guys want to check that out, make sure to follow me on all of my platforms so that you can see more of short form content from me. I actually like to place my concealer just right in the corner here. And I'm using the Born This Way concealer because we're going for a very like baddie-esque. Little bit on the chin, like literally the smallest amount. I don't think you guys understand. You do not need a lot of this product either. And then a little on my forehead. And I'm actually just gonna let this dry down for about 2 minutes. And it just depends on what kind of concealer that you're actually using. The NARS Radiant Concealer, I don't really let dry down too long. To maximize my coverage, I'm definitely gonna let it just dry down for about 2 minutes so that I'm able to get as much coverage as possible. Like your concealer is just way too dry down, I advise that you use a Fix Plus spray so that you're able to just kind of rejuvenate the concealer so that you're able to blend it out seamlessly. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Real Techniques setting brush and then blend out my concealer. That into the skin. You're not gonna drag it or swirl it, just press it directly into the skin. So the next step I want to get into is mapping your brows out with a concealer. I'm actually just soaping them down right now before I go in with my concealer. And I am actually using the Morphe, the Morphe Supreme Brow. And voila. So we're gonna let that dry down just a little bit because what I've noticed is when you are actually letting this dry down, the brow pencil is a lot more present. Another helpful way to go ahead and map out your brows so that you can get the most natural shape as well. I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. So after I blended all that out, I just like to go in and fill in any sparse areas in my brows. I'm just creating a more fuller brow. It helps me so much because I really love a naturally arched brow. I don't really like, I used to like the overly arched brows, but I'm not into that anymore. I'm going for more of a softer brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyeshadow, which brings me to my next tip. Sticking to neutral shades is going to be something that you'll want to do, especially if you're a beginner. I feel like neutral shades are really easy to blend and they just look the prettiest. They just look the most natural. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing today. If you're looking for a neutral shade palette, I do recommend the Morphe Second Nature 3502 palette, and I will actually show you guys the shades in this palette. Look how pretty. This is another one when I just picked up. I just love the tones of this palette. It has the browns towards the bottom, reds over here, bronzier shades towards the middle, and then just kind of like your lighter tones here. But I just love this palette. I've been using it for a couple of years now and I absolutely love it. So using a little bit of setting powder to go ahead and just wipe away any creasing or anything that I may have when closing my eyes. I'm just taking the lightest shade in my contour palette and just adding more color to the corner of my eyes. I'm just taking a bronzier shade and then just blending out the edges. I just love to do a cat eye just to enhance my eye shape. Just adds a little bit more like sexiness to your eyes. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my liner off cam to the other eye. I'm actually gonna go ahead and move into lashes, which brings me into my next tip, which is cutting your lashes so that you're able to create more of a customizable look. I love to do this because I feel like just using more of a flared lash or something wispier is just gonna give you more of that enhanced eye effect. If you're not really into lashes, I do recommend using a lash primer so that you're able to get full maximization of your lashes, because we want a nice lift and more volume. I'm actually gonna go in with this Toupee palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Yes, I do apply my lashes with my fingertips. It just allows me a lot more control. So I just went ahead and sprayed my face with some Fix Plus, and now I'm going in with my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Banana Bread. I'm just taking my Sephora 8 brush and then going back in with a little bit of bronzer just to kind of warm up my face. Last and final tip is, of course, going in with a brown lip liner or nude lip liner of your choice to enhance your lips so that you have those fuller looking lips. I love the Chestnut MAC lip liner, is my ultimate go-to if I'm going for a brown or nude lip combo. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that so we can go ahead and finish up this look. So you'll want to go ahead and line the top lip, and then you'll kind of push the lips together while you're doing this. And I'm just pressing my lips together so that they're nice and blended and you can't see the lines from the lip pencil. I'm gonna go in with my MAC lipstick in Kind of Sexy and just kind of adding that peachy tone to my lips because I just love a nude and brown lip liner combo. All right, ladies, this is the finished look. I hope that this video was very helpful for all of my beginners out there. I did not start off this good, but I was hoping that I was able to share some tips as I really grew my makeup journey, and I hope that you were able to take something away from this video. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you ladies have a fantastic week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.